we're diving into one of the most shocking and impactful turning points in reality TV. Something that has not only rocked the fan base of Love and Marriage Huntsville, but has also completely reshaped how viewers see the relationship between production, cast members, and the truth behind the cameras. For months, fans sensed that something wasn't right between Melody Rogers and Carlos King, the executive producer who once worked closely with her to build the foundation of the show. But now, the tension has boiled over, the fractures have deepened, and the truth about their fallout is finally coming to light. This isn't just another storyline. This is real-life betrayal, pressure, and a woman reclaiming her peace, no matter who gets upset in the process. So stay with me until the very end, because this is the most detailed and comprehensive breakdown of what really went down, why Melody walked away, how production reacted behind the scenes, and what this means for the entire future of the franchise. Let's get into it. If you've been following the show closely, you know that one single moment sent fans spiraling into debates, theories, and endless discussions. Melody unfollowing Carlos King on social media. To some people, especially outside the world of celebrity and reality TV, an unfollow might seem like a minor action, something that happens casually or without much thought. But for those who understand how these digital moments shape public narratives, an unfollow is never random. It's deliberate, it's symbolic, and in this case, it was a loud and clear message to both fans and production that something had gone terribly wrong. This wasn't a passive-aggressive moment. It wasn't a petty move. It was the first public sign that the relationship between Melody and Carlos had hit a breaking point. And as fans would soon realize, this unfollow was only a small piece of a much larger situation that had been building behind the scenes for a very long time. To understand how things fell apart, we need to go back to the beginning. Melody and Carlos were once the creative backbone of Love and Marriage Huntsville. They created emotional, impactful content together that resonated deeply with audiences. Melody's transparency, her strength, and her authenticity made her a standout figure. She didn't shy away from discussing her personal struggles, her wins, her pain, or her growth, and that openness is what made viewers fall in love with her. Carlos, on the other hand, built a reputation as a dynamic producer who knew how to craft compelling narratives. For a long time, their visions aligned. They worked well together, trusted one another, and shared a mutual understanding of what the show could and should be. But as the seasons went on, Melody began noticing cracks in the way production was operating. Creative disagreements became more frequent. She began feeling that her storyline was being reshaped for drama rather than truth, and that the environment behind the scenes was not as supportive or fair as it once was. Over time, those small tensions grew into larger issues, and before long, Melody found herself at odds with not just decisions being made by production, but with the entire tone and leadership of the show. Then came the moment that took everything from speculation to confirmation. Shari, while preparing to manage her 7th Avenue beauty brand, went live on Instagram and spoke openly about the challenges she faced while dealing with the leadership behind the show. She made it clear that she experienced toxic behavior, dismissiveness, and a lack of professionalism, all things that fans had long suspected were happening behind the scenes, but had never heard confirmed by someone on the inside. What made Shari's comments so explosive was not just the content itself, but the fact that it validated everything viewers had been reading between the lines for months. She didn't name Carlos directly, but fans didn't need her to. They already knew. Her honesty, delivered calmly but boldly, pulled back the curtain on an environment that many cast members had endured but had remained silent about. And once the curtain was pulled back, there was no way for it to be neatly closed again. While the unfollow may have been the first public clue, Melody's decision to leave Love and Marriage Huntsville was neither sudden nor emotional. It was the result of months, if not years, of stress, exhaustion, and feeling misunderstood or mishandled by people she once considered collaborators. Insiders revealed that Melody had been considering stepping away long before the public saw any signs of conflict. The constant pressure to maintain dramatic storylines, the creative clashes with production, and the emotional toll of being in the spotlight while navigating personal challenges had started to weigh on her heavily. Most importantly, Melody believed that her mental peace was being compromised. She felt that the environment had become toxic and that returning to the show would mean sacrificing the boundaries she fought hard to build. She didn't want her real life twisted into exaggerated drama. She didn't want fake narratives crafted for entertainment. She wanted authenticity. And when production couldn't give her that, she gave herself something else instead: freedom. So when the time came, Melody didn't hesitate. She walked away, and she didn't look back. The moment Melody officially decided she was done, panic reportedly set in behind the scenes. This wasn't just any cast member leaving. This was the face of the franchise, the core of many of the storylines, and one of the strongest emotional anchors of the entire show. Losing Melody meant losing a significant portion of what made the series resonate with audiences. Production made multiple attempts to persuade her to reconsider. They offered mediation. They promised a healthier work environment. They pitched new storyline ideas that focused on her personal growth rather than conflict. They even dangled the possibility of giving her more creative control. But none of it worked. Melody's stance never wavered. She wasn't interested in temporary fixes or empty promises. She wanted peace. She wanted authenticity. She wanted to move forward with her life, her businesses, her children, and her personal happiness, and nothing production offered could match that. With Melody out, Carlos suddenly found himself facing a major dilemma. As executive producer, he now had the difficult task of trying to keep the show afloat without its biggest personality. Viewers immediately began questioning how the show would continue without Melody's presence, and ratings became a major topic of concern. The cast dynamic was different. The emotional center of the show had shifted, and fans openly debated whether the series would ever feel the same. Carlos, known for his bold and dramatic creative direction, now had to navigate not only the loss of Melody, but also the growing criticism from viewers who believed that leadership behind the scenes may have played a role in pushing her away. The pressure on him intensified, especially after Shari's comments gained widespread attention. If more cast members spoke up, the situation could escalate even further. While production scrambled, the cast found themselves in a complicated position. Some quietly supported Melody's decision, understanding how overwhelming the environment had become. Others distanced themselves, careful not to jeopardize their own standing on the show. And then there were those who simply stayed silent, not wanting to get caught up in the crossfire. Shari's honesty added even more pressure, forcing cast members to confront their own experiences with leadership and consider whether they too had been affected by the alleged toxicity behind the scenes. The entire atmosphere shifted, and viewers could feel it. The energy on the show changed, the chemistry felt different, and the absence of Melody created a void that couldn't easily be filled. Meanwhile, Melody began thriving. Away from the constant drama and scrutiny, she focused on her children, her businesses, and her personal growth. She made it clear that leaving wasn't about running away from something, it was about moving toward a healthier, more peaceful life. She expressed feeling happier, mentally stronger, and more grounded than ever before. Fans applauded her. They celebrated her setting boundaries. They admired her courage to walk away from a platform that brought her fame, success, and opportunities, all because it no longer aligned with her well-being. Now, as fans look ahead, major questions remain. Will the show evolve without Melody, or will it struggle to maintain its relevance? Will Carlos address the leadership concerns that have now become impossible to ignore? Will more cast members come forward with their own stories? And could this fallout force production to change how they handle conflict and creativity going forward? One thing is clear, Melody's exit is more than just a cast member leaving. It's a turning point in the entire franchise. It has exposed deeper issues, sparked meaningful conversations, and reshaped the future of Love and Marriage Huntsville forever. Thank you for watching this in-depth breakdown. This situation is complex, emotional, and still unfolding. If you want more updates, behind-the-scenes details, and analysis as this story continues to develop, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Melody will ever return? Do you think the show can survive without her? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.